Nigeria is the latest country US President Donald Trump has threatened to bomb.
It will be fast, vicious, and sweet.
Military action to protect the country's Christians.
If the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria. We're going to do things to Nigeria that Nigeria is not going to be happy about, and may very well go into that now disgraced country, guns are blazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible, horrible atrocities.
So a pretty direct warning there. The Trump administration's also listed Nigeria as a country of particular concern, which is basically a designation for countries that are seriously violating religious freedoms. And Trump's not alone in his assertions.
There is no country on earth where Christians are more persecuted than Nigeria. Since 2009, more than 50,000 Christians have been murdered by Boko Haram and radical Islamic extremists. More than 20,000 churches and schools have been burned to the ground.
There's no doubt Christians are being persecuted in Nigeria. They're openly targeted by groups like Boko Haram, Al-Qaeda, and Islamic State. But have 50,000 Christians been murdered in the last 16 years? While there absolutely have been high-profile, violent attacks on Christians, it's unlikely 50,000 of them have been murdered because of their religion. US officials appear to be referring to a report by a group called Inter-Society, which calls itself an anti-Christian persecution and radical Islamism watchdog. But none of the data in its report is backed up by evidence. The Nigerian government says US officials are being misled.
Recent external claims suggesting systemic religious persecution in Nigeria are unfounded. The recent designation of Nigeria as country of particular concern based on speculations of religious persecution is fundamentally misinformed.
Why does the Nigerian government claim US officials are being misinformed? Well, quite simply, the numbers. Nigeria has a population of more than 230 million people. About half are Muslim and the other half are Christian. Muslims are the majority in the north, while Christians are the majority in the south. Boko Haram and Islamic State offshoots have been waging a decade-old insurgency in the north, which, according to data conflict tracker ACLED, has killed almost 53,000 civilians, and 4 million people have been displaced. Various organisations, including International Crisis Group, the UN, ACLED, suggest the overwhelming majority of victims are Muslims. The UN estimates another 300,000 people, mostly children under the age of 5, have died from the war's indirect causes, like disease. Nigeria is also witnessing a surge in crime, kidnappings and ransom in the northwest. And in the centre of the country, killings and attacks by ethnic Fulani herdsmen. Many of the victims are Christians, but analysts say religion is not the motivator. The herdsmen are killing rivals and other farmers over access to water and land. While Trump threatens military action to protect Christians, the Nigerian government's issued a reminder that the war has killed thousands of people, Muslims, Christians, atheists, all Nigerians.